All right, it's recording. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Eric here with All Who Follow. This is another episode of 5 More Minutes with All Who Follow. We are on episode 4 now officially. But today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking with somebody outside of the band, but very much a part of what happens in getting our songs out. Today we're talking with Xander from Johnstone Music. Xander takes our recordings that we do, mixes them, gets the sounds right, and you know, gives us back, I think, a final product that sometimes we don't really expect. I think we get a lot more out of it than what we maybe originally thought. So it's just amazing what he does with his computer, with the software, with all the equipment that he has. It's really fun to watch, really impressive. And anyhow, just wanted to give him a little bit of an introduction there, and we're gonna go ahead and flip this over and talk with him here. How's it going, Xander?
Hey man.
Good. Thanks for joining us today. 5 more minutes with All Who Follow. Yeah, man. Just as I mentioned, you're a big part of what we do. It's been a lot of fun getting to know you, getting to know what you do, and just kind of having a new friend in town has been really nice for all of us. I mean, you've been real good to me, to Gabe, and I know Luis also loves you a lot. I don't know if I don't know if you've gotten to meet Nico as much.
I've met Nico in passing.
Okay.
I know Nico.
And then Josue, I know you guys haven't crossed paths yet.
No.
So we need to get you in the mix with Josue. But we all do appreciate what you do and how you do it and all that stuff. So anyhow, I'm just gonna start with a question.
Okay.
So
all right,
we can take off with this.
Yeah.
This is one of the questions that was submitted, which is what inspired you to become a sound engineer?
What inspired me to be a sound engineer? I mean, I guess it came mostly from being a problem solver. Being an IT technician and working with radios and things of that nature. So when it came to audio and recording, half of the issue is finding problems and fixing them. You know, whether or not it's something that's in the recording line or if it's something that's audibly that's happening inside of, you know, the track or the master itself that needs to be fixed. So, you know, thinking creatively and working with people creatively to, I don't know, just get a better final product overall and, you know, solve the problem of, like, you know, just sonic issues, you know. Yeah.
All right. So just overall, you know, there's a lot of technical work in it. There's a lot of the engineering part to it. And I know you and I have talked about that before, but there is definitely a lot of engineering terms. There's a lot of engineering that you do need to understand when you're doing this and getting the right sounds. I'm going to swing over here just a little bit so they can kind of see that screen and see the setup and see what's going on. But this is what you do day in and day out. It's been pretty exciting. So we were just talking, you and I just kind of casually talking about Nashville. You've been to Nashville, doing some cool stuff over there. You wanna kind of fill everybody in on that studio that you were working with?
Yeah, I was interning over at Blackbird Studio for John McBride, who is the husband of Martina McBride. So they've got some interesting history in terms of each other's success and propelling each other forward. So it's about 9 studios in general, or in total. Each one is unique. It's its own vibe and its own application. So, you know, Studio D has 4 isolation booths and 2 amp rooms and 2 adjustable reverb chambers and, you know, all this, you know, neat stuff. And then Studio C is built for Dolby Atmos system with, you know, just a crazy number of, you know, these gigantic ATC speakers everywhere and pegs and so it's just some of the best vintage gear and one of the best curated collections of vintage gear in the world. You know, John has over 1,200 microphones in total, but also with a lot of the cutting edge technology. the latest stuff by SSL and Universal Audio and all these other huge name players and stuff. So anybody who's in Nashville who knows, or anybody who's an engineer knows of John and his collection and these 9 studios and the academy that he's got there. So
right. I mean, you've nerded out plenty of times with me on that studio. I wish we had some pictures here to show. So if you guys are watching this, just kind of look up, just Google Blackbird Studios and just see what he's talking about. It's pretty incredible. All the detail, all the thought that goes into each studio, and in order to get the right sound. Yeah. And it's pretty amazing. You mentioned the Elton John movie soundtrack that they were mixing in one of those.
Yeah. So they often use the Elton John Rocket Man mix in Dolby Atmos to kind of show what that system's really capable. It's like a 13.7.3 surround sound or something ridiculous like that. So there's like 20 speakers in all, and each one is $100,000 or something crazy like that. And so it's just a real honor and a privilege to have gotten to be able to work there, and so they've got everybody. They've got Universal in there. They've got Sony Records and everybody.
So do they? That just kind of popped in my head right now. So are they doing more than just music mixing, like typical radio songs or whatever? Are it sounds like they would do movie effects and whatever else.
Yeah, they'll do everything there. Yeah, movies, television. Some people will just rent the rooms just to do mixing in them. Orchestral stuff. They use a lot of the studios as labs for the academy there. They've got the Studio A is right across from where the academy is, so they'll bring them in and they'll have all sorts of stuff like wax cylinder recording and all these interesting things that you really won't get to experience anywhere else. So it's pretty fantastic.
Wow, man. Yeah. Oh man. So I gotta say hi. Say what's up to Luis.
Hey,
yeah, Luis jumped on here. So he had a random question real quick. Not so random actually, because I mentioned it right when I walked in the door. He says, "Hey, how can I look as good and as slim as Xander?" What's the secret? You've definitely shed a lot. You look good, toning up. Look at these guns right here. Yeah. What's been going on, man? Opened up a can of worms here.
I don't know. I mean, my fitness journey for me has been a control thing for me. I struggled with all sorts of things, whether it was depression, anxiety, and stuff, which I think a lot of not just artists or engineers, but everybody struggles with. And so having control over that, and so what that meant for me was being able to educate myself more about fitness and nutrition. So I got my certification in personal training, so I could kind of supplement my income a little bit while doing the music thing. And so just counting macros and calories and learning about different types of nutrition and how your body works and functions, and how to combine that with a good training plan.
How long have you been doing that though? I don't know when you got your certification, but I know you mentioned that before. So
yeah,
it wasn't recent. It was
pretty recent. Well, I started my certification last year, so okay. I actually got accredited this February.
Okay, I know we had talked about it like a while ago, so it wasn't. I know you started doing the personal training just like recently. Yeah. So I knew there was some kind of a gap there that I wasn't filling in here. But all right.
I also have been training and stuff for a long time, So I was I don't know if I was just trying to think of a third thing that would work best for me in terms of 3 things I could be good at, and that's like doing music and working on computers, and then fitness.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. You got a favorite sport? You got anything like that?
A favorate sport?
Yeah. Oh, or are you just strictly like a band geek and that's it?
I guess, yeah. I watch the Marble Olympics sometimes. Yeah, have you ever heard of that?
No, what is that?
It's on YouTube. It's these Olympic courses, but they race marbles basically.
Oh my Lord!
Courses. So they've got these names called like the O Rangers and the Crazy Cat Eyes, And they're all sorted by color. You can get like merch and stuff, so you can get jerseys and things for your different teams. But yeah, so they got like Marbula 1 and all these other
Oh
Marble
god!
races.
Oh, you just that blew my mind. I thought, yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. I don't have a follow up question on that, other than, dude, marbles were so fun back in the day. Like that was just everybody kind of had their bag, and I would lose a lot though.
Yeah.
I would lose a lot because people started making up all sorts of stinking rules
Yeah.
that I didn't even know. Like
You
they
don't
were
know if
just
it's
straight up making up
true.
rules like on the spot. Like you had to hit me 7 times because your marble's half the size of mine. I didn't make any sense then.
Man.
Still doesn't anymore. But no, I'll have to check that out on YouTube though. But yeah, we got Maria watching now too, which she missed. She missed the answer to the question that she had asked. But thanks, Maria, for sending in that question there. So we were just working on a little while ago, getting a radio edit done for our latest release. And I say ours, that's all of ours, yours included, for I Close My Eyes, which has been received quite well. A lot of the people that have been bugging to listen to it have really enjoyed it. So I just want to say thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
Let me see. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we filled in our 5 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna flip this back over to
All
everybody. Right. Thank you for tuning in. But Xander, before I do that, thank you. Thanks for taking some time and doing this and letting everybody know, give a little bit insight of what goes on.
Yeah.
And the fun that we have.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. So again, we just got finished doing this little radio edit. I promised Daniel that it's coming really soon. Xander's going to be working on it this evening, and we'll get it to you by the end of the week, probably for sure. Definitely before the next show that you have. But thank you to all of you for tuning in. Thank you for submitting some questions. We had a great show this past weekend over at NM Vintage Markets. I want to say thank you to them as well. We've been invited back in July to do something there right around the holidays. So we're working towards that. So I hope you guys catch us there. And we're just going to keep on trying to bring you guys some good music, some good fun moments out in town. So catch us around and we'll see you then. Thank you all. Bye.